Oh, hey guys! Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. In my case, you really can't say it, but good morning! And welcome to ReymarCooks. For today's video, I just want to say I am absolutely excited. Get it? Because we're going to be using eggs for the video. That's right, you heard me. Exactly. Alright, but yeah, that's enough egg puns. You know, come on guys, it was just a yolk. Anyway, so we've all heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but let's be honest. I'm assuming that most of you guys watching this either don't have enough time to make breakfast because, you know, the busy schedule and everything, or either that or you think making breakfast might be a bit too much of a hassle. But luckily for you, that's why we made this video, is to show you that breakfast can either be the simplest thing or the most complicated thing you can do in a day, depending on how much time you have and, you know, how much effort you want to put into it. I don't know about you, but when I think breakfast, I think omelette. So, you know, let's grab our eggs and let's get cooking. These are the ingredients that you'll need for an easy level omelette. You're gonna need around 2 to 3 eggs for a 6-inch pan and, you know, some butter. Just make sure that the pan is non-stick or else you're going to have a pretty hard time shaping the omelette because, you know, well, it'll stick. And just so that it isn't too plain, an easy and delicious way to up that flavor game is with some good old cheese. Now you can use whatever kind of cheese that's available to you because, you know, you can't go wrong with cheese. And, you know, salt and pepper to taste. The first thing that we're going to do is crack our eggs into a bowl and whisk it all together. Now you don't actually need to use a whisk, a fork will do just fine. Get your Whisk-O-Matic 3000 and poke each yolk before whisking it so it all mixes together easier. Whisk it all together until it creates a homogeneous mixture. Basically what that means is you just gotta make sure that you don't see any more egg whites. Now we're doing this because the egg white and yolk cook at different temperatures, so mixing it all together ensures us that we'll have an even texture throughout the omelette. Place the pan over a stove and set it to low to medium heat. Once the pan is nice and warm, put in enough butter to cover the bottom of the pan. Once the butter is melted, we can finally pour in our eggs. As the egg cooks, we'll be stirring it a bit to make sure that it cooks evenly. Once the eggs are about 2/3 of the way done, we'll let it settle and fill the middle part of it up with our delicious cheese. Remember, when it comes to an omelette, less is more, because we'll have a pretty difficult time folding it if it's too stuffed. Let the eggs cook up to your liking, then we can start folding it. Get your spatula and fold the egg away from you, covering the filling. Now slide the egg up to the end of the pan and fold the remaining part of the egg into itself. After that, we'll simply flip the omelette onto the crease to seal it. Transfer it to a plate by grabbing the bottom part of the handle of the pan and sliding the omelette onto the plate. Top it with some more cheese, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is your quick and easy cheese omelette. And here we are, an easy breakfast. But we're not gonna stop at just that. For the medium level omelette, we're obviously still going to need our 2 to 3 eggs, some butter, and finally, vegetables of your choice. For this dish, I'll be using some bell peppers, onions, and mushrooms, which are a pretty good basic base, and, you know, it works because that's the only thing in my fridge right now. Now first, we'll crack the eggs into a bowl. Start whisking the eggs until the egg whites are no more. After whisking the eggs, we'll be chopping the vegetables. Slice your onion, chop your pepper, and chop your mushroom. On a buttered pan at medium heat, we're going to place our onions in and saute. Once it starts to brown, we'll put in our mushrooms. After which, we'll be placing in our bell peppers. Now, make sure to just toast the bell peppers so that it keeps its freshness and keeps its nice bite. Remove the veggies from the pan and set it aside for later. Now on that same pan, we're going to apply some butter and start cooking the eggs. We'll be cooking it the same way as we did on the easy level, except this time, we'll also be filling it up with some delicious sauteed vegetables. Fold the egg like before, and it is ready to serve. Here is our omelette, and it is absolutely beautiful. As for the medium level of eggs, if you want something more to your omelet besides just cheese, because the caramelized onions add a nice hint of sweetness, the bell peppers add a great sense of freshness, while the mushrooms, give you that nice umami punch, a nice meatiness basically. Now, if you have a lot of time and you want to put in a lot of effort, get yourself a nice arm workout, then let's kick it up a notch with a Shokugeki no Sauce style. All we need for this is 2 to 3 eggs, technique, and a strong arm. First, we'll be cracking our eggs into a bowl, and with clean hands, we're going to separate the yolks from the whites. After that, we're going to vigorously whisk the egg whites in order to aerate it until it starts to foam up and sort of solidify. From there, we're going to whisk the yolks and slowly incorporate it into the egg whites by folding them in. The reason why we're folding it in instead of just whisking is so that we don't pop the air bubbles that we worked so hard to put into the whites. Now that the egg yolk is nice and incorporated, we're going to pour our eggs into a buttered pan on a low heat and cover it till the heat from the steam cooks the egg through. Once the egg is cooked through, we'll simply fold the egg in half and transfer it onto a plate. Once it's on the plate, you can top it with any topping of your choice. You can put on some sauces, or in my case, I'll be topping it with the leftover sauteed vegetables from a while ago because, waste not, want not, yeah? Now, if you want the omelette to be more fluffy, like in the anime, you simply have to add in 1 or 2 more eggs and just repeat the process. I use 2 because it's mostly a personal preference, but again, this is your food adventure. Quick tip: a great time to season your eggs is right before you put in your filling. And that's 3 levels of eggs. Or, omelettes, if we're trying to be more specific here. Anyway, thank you guys again for watching. And I really, really hope you guys try this in the comforts of your own home. Or, in the comforts of another person's home. Just make sure to get consent first, because, Oh, and by the way, we finally have a Facebook and Instagram page. It's ReymarCooks, no spaces, but, to make it easier for you, all you have to do is click on these eggs. See it? There's Facebook. Hello. There's Instagram. Hello. You click it? You done? Alright, great, thank you. Oh, and again, never forget, sometimes it's not always about the food, but it's all about the person that you're making it for. I hope you guys enjoy, and see you on the next video, yeah? Bye!